Hey, it's been a while. Mike here with AI Insurrection. I just wanted to touch base and play out a space battle for you from the book, and we're going to have some fun with it. So now, as a side note, and for those of you hoping to see a giant beard on my face by now, I do like to trim it. I like this length. My fiance likes this length. My daughter says she's used to it now, so I guess she'd still rather it was gone altogether, but I just wanted to clear that up. I'm not going for the big, Ernest Hemingway beard. Okay, so that's out in the open now. So let's get to the meat of this video and have some fun with the narrative. So to set this quick scene up, there's an advance on Earth from an attacking enemy with 10 Corvette-class starships, and they are about to encounter the defense satellite system in Earth's orbit.
The ships fall into a tight formation, 5 above, 5 below, and then spread out to form a perfect circle with a diameter of 0.1 kilometer. Next, the predetermined program sets the Corvette spinning around the circle, autonomously firing thrusters found on all sides to maintain the revolutions. The ships spin around the loop faster and faster to confuse the satellite's targeting systems. As the Armada continues their approach, the satellites swarm. Still hundreds of kilometers away, the Corvettes begin firing millisecond energy blasts, targeting one Death Sat at a time. The ships are set to fire alternately, so once one fires its volley, they can recharge while the others fire. The plan is working. The Death Sats seem to be built with limited AI, if any. They advance mindlessly to intercept the 10 warships. Each energy blast finds its mark, the Death Sats seemingly refusing to alter their course to avoid a direct hit. Perhaps it is their numbers which offer them this surprising courage. Perhaps it is the ignorance of their programming. Next, missiles fire from hundreds of satellites, and when they come within 10 kilometers of the Corvettes, flares fire from each, luring the deadly missiles away and detonating them out of harm's way. "It's working," shouts Jenny. Tobias watches from the control module and smiles. He knows the missiles are the Death Stat's first line of defense, but that the next will not be so easily defended against. As predicted, miniature versions of the Corvette's energy lance fire from the hundreds of Death Sats. There are no flares to trick them. The ships enact the next step in the assault program, breaking the circle and forming a line. The line then begins to break up, each ship picking random movements, while continuing to target and fire upon Death Sats closing in. The maneuver works. The satellites cannot predict the random movements of the Corvettes, and any hit is considered a fluke. "We've got them down to 200 with approximately 100 more coming in to join the fight from the poles," Ginny reports. The ships are built well, as Tobias had promised. His own ship has taken 2 direct hits from the laser lance fire and shows no damage. The general has made him a very good ship. As long as they can stay in front of the Death Sats, he knows they can't target his weakness, the rear engine thrusters. "We're closing on 500 kilometers, Ginny again relays to Tobias. "Slow us way down, Ginny. We can't win this in close combat," he orders. "Let them come as close as 300 and then start backing the fleet away. Keep that 300 click buffer." "We've taken some serious fire," Tobias, one of his captains, shouts over the comm. "We're showing structural damage to our hull. Our control consoles are lighting up with alerts." "Disconnect from the program and fall back. Continue to target the satellites. See what the ship can do in the interim to correct the damage," Tobias suggests. A moment later he watches as the Corvette beside his explodes 30 kilometers away. Then another disappears from the tracker. "We just lost 2 of our ships, Tobias," Ginny exclaims. "There are still 250 Death Sats. Then we're doing very well. Continue the offensive."
So that's a small taste of an orbital assault that's just beginning in AI Insurrection, and if you'd like to know how that goes, you're going to have to buy the book, which works for everybody, really. And I hope you had fun with my interpretation of the battle. Right, so again, thanks for listening. Happy reading. The ships are set to fire alternately. The ships are set to fire alternately. Alternately. The ships are set to fire 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 alternately. Alternately. The ships are set to fire alternately. So once one fires its volleys,